Actually, be right back.
No, you silly little man.
Welcome everyone
Oh
to
my God.
tonight's session. Episode
Tonight's
3, I believe.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Cowabunga.
Last time we left off,
This
We
video is sent to you by Raid
had
Shadow Legends.
all come back from the caverns, as the travelers have come and went back to Devil's Gullet to find out what they're going to do after some unknown paranormal activities had happened inside the mines as the dead have arisen for some unknown reason. So they all head back to Devil's Gullet to find out what's going on, as the party has done separate things, praised for forgiveness or praised for the loss that the lives that have been lost over the past while with the Reverend, and also why people were mining in gully mines, as Elton had been given his father's old revolver. As we're going to start back in the Owl's Den as the entire party arrives. What would everyone like to do?
I'd like to
I'm
light up a
looking
cigarette.
Figures.
Okay, you can light up a cigarette, that's all up to you. So, as you guys are all getting in, kind of comforting yourselves, Levi, Elton, and Jonathan, you all see as there's a bloody man in one of the rounder tables as some miners are patching him up and everything, as Mr. Wells starts to head down the staircase. Ah! So, what'd you find? Actually, why don't we come to my office first?
Yeah,
Right.
good idea. It's important.
Well, that's good to hear. Alright, so you can all head up into his office as Mr. Fargo kind of goes, well, come on, right this way. Kind of leading you all to this, to his office. He sits down in his chair and starts lighting a cigar as you're all given the leather chairs again. As he says, so, what'd you find in that area?
Well, they're mine. Something's going
Found
on
dead
there.
people walking.
Yeah, dead men walking.
He kind of chokes on a puff of smoke as he goes, Dead men walking?
As is
Yeah.
in basic skeletons coming at us with pickaxes.
and was a leprechaun there? What's...
Listen,
Elton stands up and slams his hand down on this man's desk.
Elton,
This is not a
calm down.
joke.
As
It
you
ain't,
slam
partner.
down your
Fast.
fists onto his desk, Mr. Fargo reaches down and immediately quick draws his revolver and says, Son, you best sit back down.
Alright.
Breathing
Listen,
heavily, Elton does as instructed.
Elton,
You
you
know
know
me
why I
well.
hired you? You know why I brought you into all this, Elton?
Why?
I know a lot about you. You work
Elton knows shit about me.
You work a lot on the caravans, you help bring luggage around. You attend a couple of funerals just to help being a pallbearer, but most importantly, you need this money. Not for you and your booze addiction, but for your mother.
Don't you bring my mother into this.
And if I don't?
What?
And if I don't? What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Making it sound like you're making a threat against my mother.
I'm not trying to threaten her or anything. I'm just saying, you best be nice to the person who's paying you.
I'm trying to be nice. We told you the truth about dead men walking.
So let's say if I believe that some dead people are walking. You have any proof?
Elton
No.
pulls out a bottle. This bottle containing black tar.
The hell is this?
This came from the mine, bucko.
That mine's been drained for forever. There's nothing but rocks and sand.
And where did I get this from? By the way, it's highly acidic, I add.
Okay, go on.
Straight
As he kind
through
of
you.
leans back.
I also found a piece of paper.
Paper. Well, let me see it.
Documentation. Has the paper.
Let me see it.
One of them has the paper. Hold on. Who has it?
You had given the original note to Levi to copy down another forge.
Well,
That's right.
what? Well, let me ask you something, Wells. How long have you known me?
I don't know. A while? A week?
Remember back in the old days, whenever you used to actually run gangs?
Yeah.
You don't remember me from back?
I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Were you the big guy or the small dumb idiot?
Oh, you talking about the other men?
Yeah. The ones who screwed up another caravan. I heard about the job.
Well, yeah, you can't win every one of them. But listen, this big one may not be the smartest looking, but he's got a good head on his shoulders. Whenever he's saying this, he's telling the truth.
Alright, I'll bite.
Right, I don't lie.
Let me see the paper.
All right, I'm gonna hit up the original, not the copy.
Okay. He undoes his glasses off of his shirt and puts them on and goes, "The hell? Who's hiring Irishmen?" As he
Whoa.
kind of calls off to Fargo and brings him over here. They begin chatting for a little bit, kind of talking, whispering to each other, talking about just a little bit of stuff, and then they look at you and say, This document says it's a mining right. It says it came from Wolf's Hollow. You know anything about it?"
Oh,
No.
not at all. But we can go check it out.
Well, there's only one person that can write up documents like this, and it's Mayor McDonough back in Wolf's Hollow. Now,
Yeah, I suppose we could probably go talk to him about this.
alright.
But it's gonna charge you.
How much for this trip?
Well, that 30 grand, or whatever it was, that bag was just for us to go and check out the mine, remember?
No, that's for the whole job. You got
Alright, then,
100 to go check out the mine.
Well, it's about, what, a 3-day trip?
Okay.
It's about 300. Since 1 day, 100, 3 days, 300.
You know, I really hate you all. But alright.
I'll take anyone.
300 is 4 each.
Alright.
After that, I don't want any more charges. You try to bargain any more, your entire payment's gone.
He about died yesterday. We were in a life or death situation.
Let's be real. There's no promises here. But I will need that paper back.
This paper? Oh no, I keep this.
Well, I think it'd be good to go talk to Mayor McDum with it.
Actually, that does make sense.
I do happen to have a copy you can keep, though.
Alright, yeah, I'll take the copy. He kind of hands you back the original as, I guess you're gonna hand him the double?
Yeah, the copy.
Okay. You switch over the copies and he looks you up and down and goes, so, anything else inside those mines?
Sulfur.
Bounty blew up.
It was
Mines.
filled with sulfuric gas.
Sulfur?
Sulfur's and the stuff that makes things go boom.
The hell, sulfur's not even... We don't even run sulfur mines. No one
I was
does.
talking with my mother. She's a mineral collector. At least she used to be in her heyday.
Yeah,
And she brought up something rather interesting.
okay.
Sulfur is often used in the Bible to talk about demons or hellish fires of rebuke.
Are you gonna pull a Bible verse on me?
I ain't religious. So no, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm just
Margaret.
saying there may be forces at play here that we are not familiar or equipped to deal with.
So, if these bodies, you say, rose, you think it's some sort of demon?
Or some other unknown force.
Well, alright.
Well, so you may want to get that pastor down in there.
The
Never
Reverend?
know. Yeah, never know what he could find.
Well, yeah, I could... Alright. If you're gonna be charging 300 for this, mind if I also do a bargain?
What's your bargain?
What kind?
I like bargains.
Simple job. You guys go to Wolf's Hollow, I talk to the Reverend, and I find out as much as I can about any more mines or any incidences on this tar stuff. He kind of flicks at the bottle just a little bit, but I'm gonna be needing those two men of yours.
Why do you need them?
Well, it's a scary town. I don't leave here often. If I'm going to the Reverend, there's bound to someone try to kill me.
If
We've done that
they
many
do
bad
that-
things.
If I find out when I come back that they're dead or injured, I'm gonna do twice as worse to you.
Hey, I'm not trying to do any harm to them. I just
I know,
want to know
but-
what's going on to any of them.
Yeah, but if I find out that these men are dead or injured, it's your neck.
Yeah.
These are my brothers, basically.
Listen, I promise you, I'm not doing any harm to them.
You better not. You
I
can
won't.
have them, but only for as long as you need them.
A friend of mine, he works in the army, so me and him are gonna... That's why I'm bringing your boys, is so I can go talk to one of my friends at the fort. If there's...
You're gonna bring my boys to some military men.
I'm not bringing them to the military. I'm gonna bring them to some other friends. So that they can find out, be scouts, find out what's going on in some... Because rumors are saying that a lot more scary stuff's going on. People are starting to leave their houses. People are like scrambling away from their land. Miners are coming through very often. I just want to know what's going on.
They better come back unharmed.
You have my promise, but you don't have the world's promise.
Well, I'll promise you this, and I'll say this one more time. They come back harmed, or they don't come back at all,
That's
you'll
my
be
neck.
twice as bad as them.
Alright, alright. Just head on to Wolf's Hollow, talk to the mayor, find out whatever you can.
Alright.
And for you, Elton, look straight over to you. Next time you lay your hand on my desk, your neck is mine. You got that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Good. Take as much time as you need in the town. Go to Wolf's Hollow.
Don't mind visiting a shop of some kind.
I would like to talk to this man a little bit more.
Okay. You want to just kind of have a private conversation, or?
Yeah, with him.
Okay. He kind of sways off everyone else. If you guys are gonna leave, you can leave.
Yup.
Tobias,
Yeah.
you want to come with me to buy some hardware?
I was more so thinking of gambling some, but
If I guys find you in Pandora, I swear.
hey, I got a better idea, Malcolm. How about we go to Pandora?
Well, you know they know me best.
You can get a special
I'm not
discount.
talking about for
Well, I'm
guns,
looking
Levi.
for something.
Come on, Malcolm, let's go. He kind of grabs around, or like kind of walks with him, leading him to Pandora.
Well, alrighty then.
Alright. Levi?
I guess I'll head to Pandora as well.
Come to join the
Jonathan?
fun, old man.
You wanna head on to Pandora? Anywhere else? The church? The general
Can
store?
I go to Pandora?
You can go to
You're
Pandora.
too young, sorry, bub.
I'm 23. That's
Yeah, whatever,
Whoa,
kiddo.
whoa.
Hey, if you can
Green
drink at
horn.
the bar,
Where
can,
you coming?
can definitely go to Pandora. Alright, as you
I have
all,
23,
one
and
thing
you
to
guys are
say
treating him
about
like he's
this.
6.
as you all are just hooting and hollering, just like, Pandora! Pandora!
Pandora! Pandora!
Fargo kind of closes the door behind you guys, and Mr. Wells behind the desk goes, "So, what do you want to talk about, Elton?"
I would like to, ironically, bring my mother into this.
Oh, so now you want to talk about your mother.
Yes, I'm worried about her and such. You know how this town is.
I know exactly how this town is. It's harsh.
I'm worried about her health. It's been on the decline lately, on the downslide.
Okay.
I would like to have her moved closer into town at a safer part. You can take whatever you need to out of my pay, out of what you're paying me. I want to make sure that she's okay throughout this, because I'm not going to be here.
You know, Elton, even though you're kind of a numbskull, I generally am sorry about saying stuff, but, you know, she's helped me through a lot of stuff in my time.
Yes?
She obviously, yeah,
Where'd you know my mother from?
well, of course, in the mines, a couple bits in banking, actually, whenever we were doing a couple stuff, but, she did odds and end jobs, through town. This was
Yeah.
whenever you were, gosh, I think she was just pregnant with you, actually.
Sounds about right, actually.
Yeah. Her and her husband had walked into town one day and, well, they need help. So I gave him a place to stay and other things. After that, she kind of lost distance after, well, your father died.
Yeah.
So I never really got to talk to her. Plus, I became an owner of a bar and dealt with other stuff in my life. I almost forgot about her, and I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
How far do you
just-
want her to move into town?
I want her to be able to be close to the general store. I'd like to have her in a place with people that are willing to help her because she's not always able to walk. On good days, she can get out of bed. Clean.
I can move her right beside the general store. No
That would be great if you could.
problem with that. And if you need to, Doc can always help her. She
I would
tries
appreciate
this,
that.
and no charge out of your payment. She's been a great friend of mine, and well, I want to say I'm sorry to her that I never really helped her out all that much.
May not have helped her out much back then, but you doing this, it's helping her a lot right now. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Just next time, don't slam your hands on my desk.
I'm sorry, I got upset.
It's all right.
Try not to.
All right, you can leave now.
I
Oh, no.
thank you, sir.
She sent me a letter the other day.
Did?
Yeah.
What'd it say?
3 letters. Well, 3 words. Sorry. Drop the bottle.
That for me or for you?
For you.
For me. Sounds
She
about
worries
right.
about you.
I know. He's upset that I picked up Dad's habit, my father's habit.
Hey, now he was a great drinker. A best buddy to drink with as well.
You didn't see him when he got home sometimes.
Yeah.
Wasn't always the best person.
Alcohol, it can change a man.
Yeah.
Alright, now you get on out of here. Go find out what's going on in Wolf's Hollow.
I will. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. As
Right. So, he's gonna dip out of there. He of course still has the bottle of acid with him. Tar.
okay.
And he's gonna actually head to the church.
Okay. Sure. It's gonna take
Where
like
he bursts into flames.
a couple of minutes, but you walk up the stony steps of the church, swing open the creaky doors as Reverend Harris looks and goes, "Oh, another one. That's 2 in today. Welcome, child."
I'm gonna confess I'm not here to pray. Not really the praying type, but I have some questions for you.
Not a lot of people are the praying type, but sure, yes, if you need to confess stuff, what? Dear, come on, and he kind of brings you to the front piers.
Well, I recently went to talk to my mom, and she happened to bring up your father.
Yes. What about my
Died
father?
he died in the mines, correct?
I believe so, he did.
What all can you tell me about his experience in the mines?
I never got to see much of my father, actually. I always believed he was a good man. He prayed with the Lord, but he owned a plot of land outside Wolf's Hollow, I believe. Gully Mine.
Gully mine?
Gully Mine, yes.
I've been there.
He believed it had something sacred to it. I didn't really understand what he meant, and frankly, I don't really understand at all. He seemed...
Sacred doesn't always mean holy, does it?
Sacred could mean many things in life. Sacred could be holy, of course. Sacred could also mean it's sacred to oneself, meaning greed, prosperity, or sin. But
Was your father a greedy man?
oh no, never. I don't believe he was. He'd always come home and say, "Son, I've cracked it. I really've done it. I've met her."
Do you know what he would be referring to?
Ah, yes, he'd always say one thing. I've just met the Angel of Death. She is mighty in both life that she breathes into people and life that she takes away. But what if you could change that? What if man could reverse life and death itself? I'd always laugh at him.
I wouldn't laugh. There's something you need to know about that mine that your father owned.
What do you mean?
I was recently sent there to figure out why people were mining there, because as you know, after your father died, I believe it was sold, was it not?
He passed away inside the mines and no one would want to buy it, so I didn't believe anyone would buy it, but I
Someone did.
could be
Yes.
mistaken.
Someone did, and they had us go explore because evidently people were digging. And I believe your father figured out how to bring people back, but it's not in the way you would suggest, where they're back to normal.
Back to life.
Yes, back from death.
And this is in the mines, you say?
It is. Pretty much as soon as you get to the main cavern, you can smell sulfur.
Right. No one
And
told me
as you
about
know,
this.
that's not a sulfur mine.
Can I go back there? Can I see?
We'd probably have to go with someone.
Alright, I'll...
Because we ran into danger when we went there. A group of us.
You mean
We were attacked.
attacked by who? The
Dead.
living? The dead? You mean
Dead men walking, yes.
he brought dead men walking? Why?
We're not sure. I'm not sure. But we intend to figure it out. Now, I have a question for you, and I know it may be difficult for you to think about this possibility.
Okay.
What if your dad didn't die in the mine?
What are you trying to say? That he...
Is there a possibility that he faked his death?
I would have no such ideas.
And no, I know you said he wasn't a greedy man, but power like being able to raise the dead can change a person.
My father would never do that. Never do that to anyone.
Wants the powers of darkness, and these are most likely powers of darkness, seeing as though it is the dead he is raising. Powers of darkness change people beyond recognition. You should know. You've read it in the Bible.
Could be what he was...
Know it to be true.
Could exactly be what he was referring to. He always talked about revelations being the reset of mankind. Through death, we can find life.
It's highly likely.
But he talked about an old myth about some great... about the Angel of Death living in the land of, well, the living. Talking about a great...
You think
some
you
great...
think he probably could have brought Angel of Death?
I have no idea. I'll look into this. I need time to think about this.
If and when you're ready, I would go talk to Mr. Well
Yes?
up at the bar.
Uh-huh.
Talk to him because he's already aware of the situation.
You told him
And
before me?
yes, I told him he's the one who owns the mine.
But It's my father's land. No one had told me anything about this.
I'm sorry.
It's quite alright. I just need some time to think. I'll
I understand
talk
it's
to
a lot
this.
to process.
One can bring the dead back to life, can't they?
I suppose so.
I need time to think right now. If you could,
I will leave you to think.
thank you.
Thank you for your time.
You're very welcome. I feel lightheaded. I'm going to go lay down. You
Dalton leaves because he feels uncomfy in churches.
booga booga. All right. And so everyone else in Pandora, what are you guys?
Yeah.
I want to look
I'd
for
like,
people to gamble with.
I'm gonna look for weapons. 'Cause I have something in mind.
I want to talk to Jonathan. Have a drink with him.
Okay. You can um yeah, you guys can find a simple table. One of the bartenders goes over to you guys and goes, I'll come back with some whiskey for your table, okay?
Gotcha.
All right,
So,
Tobias and Malcolm, you guys can go and head on and find some gamblers.
Lady.
Good.
Yeah, you can gamble, Tobias, and then Malcolm, you can go up to Mother Victoria if you want.
Does she sell weapons?
That, I believe it is.
Oh, she sells whiskey. Yes, she
Whiskey
sells
was-
weapons.
Of
So,
course.
Whiskey is a weapon.
so what do you
Whiskey's-
want?
Weapon if you try hard enough.
So how you doing there, hunky fella?
Sugar tits.
Oh no.
So,
It's coming back to haunt you.
what you looking at?
Sugar tits.
You find something you like, or you want something even better?
I want guns.
See, I'm looking for a shotgun. Well, 2 shotguns, really.
2? Ooh,
Yeah.
fancy fella.
Airing today, are we?
We're getting excited, are we?
Probably
Sure.
give you- please
Why don't
let
we
me
come
talk.
on over here? And she kind of brings you to an upstairs area with a bookcase. And she's going to lead you off into one of the secret rooms. You see that the bartender that was there before, Natalia, is cleaning guns right now and goes, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, I'm looking for a sawed-off shotgun.
So
2 of
those, 2 of them. A lot of power. Sure, I can give you whatever you want. Here. Slams down 2 of them. They're sawed-off shotguns. They have the 2 triggers for both the barrels on both of them. Is this all that you want?
Maybe some ammo too.
Of course. I can throw in 40 rounds.
Alright.
Cool. She slams down a little, like, almost a bucket full of just, like, like, of slugs, basically. He goes, there you go. So, is this all that you want?
I'm gonna need something to store them bullets.
I think you could figure that out.
Well, alright then.
As she kind
How
of
much?
she gives you a potato sack to put all your stuff in. She kind of drops the shotguns in and like dumps all the shells in the bag. So they're
It's
just jingling there.
It's gonna freaking misfire and shoot everybody.
Well, they're not loaded.
So how much for this?
For the 2 shotguns and for the shells, about 130. 130 for all of it.
Can you go lower? For a hunk?
You're not a bard,
Victoria
Hunter.
looks at you and goes, well, I don't know. Why don't we spend some time to meet each other and I give you it for free?
Yeah.
You know what he said.
You kind of went robotic, so I didn't hear a single word.
Yeah,
but
but
I
you
feel
know.
like I
you
felt.
So,
I know.
why don't we spend time to get to know each other, and I can give you all this for free.
You're not contemplating it, are you?
I'm sorry.
So how does this person look like?
Like Cookie, but a human.
She is a woman in her late 50s, gray hair, nice body actually. She looks like she's kind of kept herself to shape.
Well, I see a lady of your standards. Could need some company.
Are you like halfway puking? He's like, a lady of a...
I guess yeah.
Well,
Oh,
why don't
let's
we
do-
stay here any longer? Come on! She begins to pull your hand to one of the rooms.
Oh no.
I'm
I
glad
got
I
up for 1 second.
And for once, Jericho gets his payback.
Yeah.
Jericho
Oh,
finally
no.
has his revenge.
Everyone wondering who Jericho is? He's an orc from a past session.
He's a longed fellow from my list of characters that I'm glad that he gets to reenact all of this revenge.
That I have seduced with another character of mine.
And now, for once, the DM seduces the character. Alright, so
Let's
we
just
aren't gonna
get
be
this
seeing
over with.
Malcolm for a while. Tobias, as you're kind of shuffling cards, you see that Malcolm's like, help, help, help! As he's
I'm
being
just gonna kind of put my hat down to cover my face. You can ignore him.
dragged into an upstairs room.
That poor son of a bitch.
So,
I had to do it for free shotgun.
so Levi and Jonathan, what are you guys gonna be talking about?
So, Jonathan. Corey.
God damn it, dude.
Or you
Dude,
nerd.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I was muted.
This is
Jonathan's
death
gonna look up.
to
monkey.
Jonathan's gonna. Dude, please leave me alone. I'm sorry. Okay, Jonathan's gonna look up and say, "What's up, brother?"
So, bruh.
He didn't talk like that way back when, but alright.
What's up, brother?
I was gonna. I meant to derive it another way. Like, what's going on?
No, it's just straight up. It's like, hey, Jonathan, we need to talk.
What's
What's
up,
up,
brother?
brother? Good dog.
Alright.
Yo, what's poppin' and rockin'?
Alright. Okay. What's up, man? What's up, man?
I want to talk to you about your old man.
Yeah, that's good.
It's,
What's up with my old man?
Yeah, my old
It's
man, he
tragic.
was
it's tragic that such a guy so young as you had to go through that. Like, I don't know what I would have done if my papa died your age.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Did your father ever tell you about what he did before he settled down?
Yeah, he told me he used to run a gang.
Well, how much of that did he tell you? Because
That's all he
Dude.
told me. He told me he ran a gang.
roll for history, Jonathan.
Oh, I have to roll for this? Oh yeah!
See as
Finally, I
much-
haven't touched a die in decades.
Nat
Jonathan
one.
be like, "What's good,
I
Jonathan?"
can't wait to get a nat 1.
Roll your d20 for history.
All right,
What?
D20 for history.
What all did your father tell you?
So I got a 15. 16 minus 1.
Sadly, he didn't tell you a lot. He told you that he was in a gang one time, that he made some mistakes in his life, but that's all in the past now. He's a farmer now. That's all you know. From day one, you've known it as a father and a farmer. Nothing else.
You know, he always just told me those stories. I never really knew myself.
Well, you want to learn something about your old man?
Tell me, sir.
He used to run with Wells.
I think Wells told me that.
Him and
He
Wells
did
were
not.
thick as thieves. But that's not the end of this. Back when they ran as thick as thieves, about near blew my brains out one time.
Hmm.
Your father, he was quite the marksman.
I guess.
Barely ever missed a shot.
Hey, Jonathan,
What's up?
with that 15, you do know that there was one other person that was in the gang.
Who?
Someone that, in their, what you thought was a duo, between Wells, William, but there was also one more. Father
think I remember-
Tombstone.
Who?
Father Tombstone.
You know,
An
now that I
outlaw
look back
turned
on,
reverend.
you know, now that I think about it for a bit, I think there was one more person.
Yeah.
I think his
You
name
remember
was.
his name?
I think his name was Father Tombstone.
Oh. He deserted that gang as soon as he got his shares worth.
Jonathan just seems to be chuckling a little bit to himself.
Yeah. I'll tell you something. Me, Bill, and Ted, we've been running for about 20 years now.
That's a long time.
Yeah. But your father, Wells, and Tombstone, they were scary. I'll say that. I was afraid of them.
You know, not many people talk about my dad that much.
Well, nobody quite knows the man who he was. And maybe that's a good thing.
Sadly, all I knew him by was a caring father who wanted the best for his son.
Well, I wouldn't say sadly for that. It was good that he changed his life for you.
I'm happy.
As your conversation begins to drift on into the night, Tobias, you can play a little game before we go. A couple of girls kind of sit down and go, "We'll play you."
He's gonna steal women money.
I'm gonna steal women's money.
Watching they absolutely deck him.
Yeah, like watch. Tobias has a weakness for women.
Wait, they're playing cards? They're gonna deck him? Playing
Yes, they're
cards?
gonna. Oh my god.
Well, they're either gonna deck him in one of ways: steal his money or deck his sack.
Steal his money? Steal his children.
Either way, they're gonna do something.
Oh
It's already
no.
happening to Malcolm right now.
You can,
Poor Malcolm.
Roll for insight, all of you.
You
That are
cut out.
Roll for insight.
I'm sorry, what?
Roll for insight.
Insight. Okay. Is this pertaining to the game of chance?
No, this is for Malcolm.
Okay, so I got a
No.
2.
You don't hear a lot going on. You just hear a lot of
A lot of
you-
wailing.
Like a lot of bashing. Just go.
Oh.
God.
Farm animals.
Rest in peace, brother.
There's like farm animals.
It sounds like someone's like hammering wood.
It sounds like somebody's just cutting through it with a saw.
Let's continue.
The
All of
door's
a
like
sudden you hear a power drill.
the door's like shaking every now and then.
That's horrifying. What?
Tobias.
I don't want to know.
The
You can
doorknob
add your
starts to crumble in.
sleight of hand, as I'm going to be adding. You're going to be doing 3d6. I do 4d6, but you add your sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Roll. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
18.
Sadly, she got a.
Wait, hang on, I get advantage.
No, I said she got a 13.
Oh,
So,
okay. So it doesn't
Yeah, I
matter.
was
Oh, I
gonna
got the
say-
same. I got the same thing anyway.
Oh, either way, first round she goes, well, I do like someone that can play cards. Next
Likewise.
round. Roll.
May
Ugh.
may the gods take you to, partner.
So unless you get a 4, you're fine. I got all ones.
Ooh, I like that.
That is. You hate to see it.
Ooh, it was terrible. It's 3D, it's 46, and it was all ones, so it was just.
Okay,
4.
well, I rolled a 17, and that's without my modifier.
Oh my god.
That's nearly perfect.
Second round, the other girl, she goes, "Ah, I'm out. I'm going to bed." She immediately lost. She had a trashy hand. She goes,
Better
"I'm
luck
out."
next time, lady.
She pulls in her chips, throws down her cash. Final round, the other girl is still in. And she looks at you and goes, how about we pull on some little stakes?
All right.
Double.
Bad idea.
Double or nothing?
Nah. Double or nothing.
Yes. Unless you're
All right.
afraid of losing.
Oh, I'm never afraid of gambling.
Alright, she's gonna roll.
This was the one time he feared.
He gets all 6s.
Well, she didn't do bad, but that was actually pretty
I
good
got
rolls.
another 17 without my modifier.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. She got a 16.
I got 25 total.
Immediately she puts down, she goes, 3 kings. You know, slam down all of yours, 4 queens, full house. What are your final words to her?
Sorry, lady. But time to hand over the money.
How do you want to end this?
Alright.
You want to?
Throws out.
How are you gonna
her
kill
money.
her?
She opens up her bra and pulls out all the rest of her cash that she earned that day. You just earned yourself
much did I
200
get?
bucks.
Ooh, okay. Hey, how much did we get from Wells' office again?
300.
Yeah.
So,
Alright, I'm sitting at 710 right now.
so you're rolling in cash right now.
I'm gonna get as rich as Creek someday.
This is
It's gonna happen.
this is in
Someday.
a time when like you could literally buy an orange for a nickel.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff's pretty cheap. All right.
So I'm basically as rich as Creek right now.
As the night is going to continue, and we skip over to morning. You all wake up fresh in the morning. Tobias passed out at the table. Divine Jonathan, you got yourselves some rooms.
I don't want to know where Malcolm is.
Elton walking in.
Malcolm's having a bad time.
Pandora.
You feel like
I'm the only one sober.
And Malcolm, you wake up. Can't seem to know where your clothes are though.
No.
Little
you
goblin.
also don't know where you are.
Malcolm, you look
Getting
over-
payback, that's all this session
Malcolm, you
is.
look over and you look up at the ceiling where the chandelier is, and you find your
Oh,
shirt
no.
and your pants are just up there. You don't
Uh-oh.
need a roll to get them down. You can just. But Victoria's she's still in bed though. She looks and goes, "I had a great time."
Where's my stuff? Where's my goddamn stuff?
I'm just gonna wear
You
my
can look
clothes.
around the room. It's your shirt and your pants are on the chandelier because she basically pulled them off you immediately. But your weapons and your supplies is in a chair somewhere in the room.
I'll go get that, and I'm gonna get the freaking potato bag full of
She goes,
stuff.
"Hey, it's free of charge."
Yeah. There was some kind of charge though.
Hey, come back next time.
Hopefully not.
As you head out inside the into the rest of the lobby. So, what's everyone else doing now? Jonathan,
I want to
Levi,
walk
you
up
can-
to Malcolm and pat him on the back and kind of console him after what happened to him. I'm sorry that had to happen to you, partner.
I got free stuff out of it.
Was it worth it though, partner? I could have just lent you the money. I'm rich.
What did it cost? Everything.
What did it cost? Everything.
Cost your dignity.
Alright.
Just don't worry about it.
It's morning right now. Sun is up and the morning dew is hitting the ground. The dust is kind of softened a bit, almost to like a bit of not mud, but it's getting there right now. As you all can
Well,
do whatever.
You should wait for the others and get moving.
God!
I became Creek for a second.
Creek, no!
That's not Tobias.
Hey,
That's
let's
a
get the hell out of here.
goblin.
What? Why did this small gremlin just spawn in?
He just stole my pants.
He just stole Malcolm's pants.
Runs across the road with it.
Oh no.
Okay, so you can all get everyone together. Your horses are tied up to the thing, and Fargo seems to be standing in the doorway, looking at you guys and goes, "You had a fun night, everyone?"
Very profitable. Very profitable one.
I see you're still drunk.
Maybe a little.
Alright. Well, make sure you head to Wolf's Hollow. Find out what's going on.
Hey, Fargo.
Yes,
Can I talk to you for a minute right quick?
sure. Oh. What is it that you'd want to talk about?
So, I heard, and I remember this, Wells. He used to run with some men. You heard about that?
He doesn't really like to talk about most of his stuff in his past, but yes, he traveled with a gang at one point.
Well, my friend Jonathan over there, I'm just gonna play Jonathan.
Mhm.
He used to run with his father,
Okay.
and he also used to run with one other man. I was hoping to know if you knew anything about that other man.
What was his name?
Well, they called him Father Tombstone.
The Father Tombstone?
I believe so.
Come on over here. And he grabs your arm and starts marching you across the town to a smaller bar. It's covered in yellow, but it's just a simple saloon. Father Tombstone was a very serious gunslinger. You can't... Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking.
Alright, he marches in and shows this inside this saloon. It's a simple saloon. Bartenders at the counter, a couple of tables, but on the walls there seems to be memorials and plaques of old pictures of different outlaws. He points to one of the largest ones and says, "That Father Tombstone."
That
looks
looks
so-
to be.
Seems to be a plaque with a black and white photo of a person with a blackened beard in a reverend outfit, holding 2 revolvers.
Well, what'd you hear about him? You learn anything about him?
It's one of our Devil's Gullet's famous gunslingers. He used to run a gang a while back that you're saying that Mr. Wells ran the same gang?
He was in the same gang as him.
And you had run by them?
I ran into them, and they've nearly put a bullet into me. But that's in the past.
Father Tombstone was the original father, or the original reverend of that church over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Isn't his son running it now?
I believe so.
Alright,
What has
alright.
any of this to do with what's going on?
It's just, an old man may just get stuck in the past, like me. It's just old man talking,
Well, alright. You steer clear of the Reverend then. If his father is the Father Tombstone, then you best steer clear of him.
Well, he seems like a good kid.
He was a dangerous man. He killed hundreds.
Just, I don't know what I'm gonna say, but thank you for telling me about this.
You're welcome.
You have a good day now, before I go.
And a safe one to you. And he heads off into the bar, he's gonna go order himself a drink, as you can head back with the others if you guys are gonna ride off.
Yeah.
Okay. So is everyone just gonna get on their horse and ride off? Anything else you
Yup.
want to do?
Suppose that's what we're doing.
Alright. As you all get on side your horses and saddle up. You guys start to ride off from Pandora. So you can all see in the distance the church overgleaming the fresh morning sunlight. As you all ride off to Wolf's Hollow. It takes a couple of days to go on by, but that's for most places. Devil's Gullet's not an easy place to reach from where you're at. You have to go through some canyons and other stuff. As about a day in, you can stop and rest as you see a farm in the distance. Would you like to stop? Or would you like to continue?
I think it would be best for us to stop, wouldn't it?
I think we should stop.
We've been on the horses for so long.
Alright. As you guys are stopping, Jonathan, you find this site to be very reminiscent. You know this site very well. Why, it's your father's farm.
Mm.
You go up beside the same wooden fence that's been guarding the place. You can tie your horses. What would you guys like to do now?
Is
Load
there
up
any-
a
Anybody
cigar.
want to play a game now that they got some money?
is Is there a house at this actual farm?
There is a house. It's quite a large bit of land with a large portion of crops. Some of them seem to be dying. Some are a little alive, but it feels it's kind of been not well tended to since the original tenant had tragically passed.
Well, Jonathan, you want to introduce us to your folks?
You know, I only have one other guy here.
Who's that?
Should I make it like that he has a brother? Or some shit? I don't know.
Up to
Well,
you.
Technically, there is only one other person there.
What happened to
Jonathan's
your
gonna.
Your father's grave.
There's my father's grave. My mother died before I was even 5.
Ah, what a shame.
Yeah.
Sure is
You
a
have-
nice farm you got here, Greenhorn.
Thank you.
Jonathan, while you're kind of showing everyone around, I want you to roll me perception check.
Uh-oh.
Perception check. Okay.
Me like you.
Stumble down.
Does that mean
Never
there's
a good
gonna be a
sign.
fight?
Is his dad gonna be necromized?
I'll kill someone.
You're gonna kill your dad? That's who you're gonna kill.
No.
Again.
I got a dude. I'm not. I got a 21.
Sheriff Bullet. Oh, I just came up with a story. Sorry.
Told his mom?
Sorry, you can hire me as a DM in training.
All I heard was Sheriff Bullet. I came up with the story.
Sheriff Bullet is the mother.
What
No,
did you roll again,
Sheriff Bullet
Jonathan?
husband.
What's up?
What did you roll?
I rolled a 21.
You notice as you are going through most of your stuff in like the farm, kind of showing everyone your dead crops, patch of dust there, patch of dirt there, couple of stuff. So your house is sitting there in the dust, kind of collecting, well, again, dust. But you do notice something off about the dirt around your father's
say it.
grave.
Jonathan's gonna investigate it.
You can
I'm
go
gonna roll for that. I
Roll
don't care
for
what you say. I'm gonna roll for it.
roll for investigation.
Oh boy, I got a 17.
You notice that most of the dirt around you is obviously have been covered by sand and dust, but this seems it's been messed with recently, not from you digging the grave, but even more recent.
Jonathan's gonna look at it and say, "What the hell happened here?"
What you looking at over there, Johnny?
Well, what is it, Jonathan?
It seems like someone's been tampering with my father's grave.
Oh no.
Is it dug up?
That recent?
Looks pretty recent to me.
Was your father buried in a casket?
Was he buried in a casket?
Yeah.
So,
And
There
the
should-
casket out?
probably help.
Can I look to see if the casket is out and if
Roll
I'm not
for
blind?
Investigation.
I feel like if there was a giant casket, I'd be able to see it. But you know what? I'm not gonna challenge the DM.
It's
You
the night.
technically just did.
Wow, I got a nat 1 minus 1.
Well, it's
You see nothing, you go blind.
so a scorpion
Wait,
jumps
say it
out.
again?
Sand gets in my eye.
So a
Sand
scorpion
gets in my eye, and
stabs
I
you in
can't
your
see.
eye.
As far as you can tell, it's too dark for you even to see. You just notice that you're kind of going through most of your stuff, but as you're stepping, the dirt seems to be a little off. You can't see it, but you can feel it.
You know, the dirt over here feels a little looks and feels a little off.
Feels off.
Can I investigate to see the caskets
You can.
not in the ground?
Anyone have any lanterns with them?
We have lighters with for cigars. That's about it.
I have a torch.
The torch, yeah, you can.
That's a 17.
With your detecting eyes, you notice it's a lot more than just disturbed dirt.
You're cutting out.
Yeah.
You're a robot.
Okay, it's a lot more than just disturbed dirt. You notice that there's what seems to be a rather large but smaller hole.
That look the hole?
Do you want to jump in the hole?
No, I want to look through it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Yeah, let me just fucking cannonball.
Do you see it's his father's casket in there? Well,
Is there any holes in the casket or anything?
as far as you can tell from the top, no, there's no holes. Nothing.
Jonathan,
What's up?
you completely say no to this, but I would dig up your father's casket just to make sure that it's okay.
You know what? I'm honestly a little worried. I was about to do the same thing. Go on ahead.
You got any shovels nearby?
We didn't dig the coffin.
Alright, Gavin, it's completely up to you if there are any shovels anywhere.
You
Actually, my
live on
character might
I
start
mean, I
with
would
shovels.
assume there's shovels.
Wait,
on
my
the farm.
character might. Yeah, my character just straight up has a shovel.
Yeah.
My character is going to hand the shovel over to Levi.
No, you guys start digging. I'm an old man.
I'm sorry. Do you
Oh,
just
well.
openly carry a shovel on you like a civils man?
I'm a 7-year-old man.
No,
You don't need
dig.
to dig.
Alright, I'm gonna dig up the cat. Do I need to roll for strength?
Owen can dig quick.
Yeah, we can. If Elton wants to dig, or if you want to dig, that's all up to you.
Oh,
I would like to
Elton.
dig.
I'll let Elton dig.
Elton, you can dig, but you're gonna have to roll for strength and with advantage.
Any of you got a lantern or anything, by the way?
What?
Strength with what?
Advantage.
You say you were looking for a lantern?
Yeah, if you guys have
Yeah,
a lantern on
you
you.
can't see out here.
Heck
I
yeah.
got a torch.
24,
Light
nat
that up.
20.
Nat 20.
All right.
Easily, simply shovels it like very quickly. You're the toughest dude in all of Devil's Gold. No trouble.
I'm gonna light the torch and hand it to Tobias,
You guys.
and I'm
can-
gonna unholster my sawed-off shotguns.
You can
This
immediately
ain't
see
looking good.
the hole. That, not just it being a rather small hole, but the dirt's been disturbed in a way.
Someone's been digging up here. Greenhorn.
You can now with Elton just simply digging up all that. You guys can clearly see the casket now.
Is there any holes in that?
No, the top of it doesn't seem to be disturbed.
Jonathan, I'm gonna ask you this again. Do you mind if we open the casket?
Listen, I'm just as concerned as you guys are. Please open the casket.
I'm just making sure this is your father, so I'm just trying to respect you.
If someone's
I just-
disrespected my father already, I think you know.
If you want
I
to
think-
open it, that is all. Up
I
to you.
think just as a quick sanity check, my father wouldn't mind.
I guess we'll open up the casket.
Well, he's dead anyway.
can do
so
that.
What is he gonna do? Say no?
What, Gavin? You roboted.
Am I here?
Gavin, you
Open
there?
the casket.
Am I alive?
Yes.
Speak to the portal.
Okay, I'm changing Wi-Fi's. Am I here?
You need to speak up a little.
We have a cookie voice, but robot.
Okay, hang on.
Sugar.
All right, am I here?
Hey, sugar tits.
Am I here right now?
No.
Robo.
Kinda.
You sound like
Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Am I here? Testing, testing. 1, 2. 1, 2. Testing, testing. Oh, wow.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, you're here. For now, at least.
Okay, am I... Wait.
My damnedest.
Alright, am I here now?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Wow. Okay. You guys want to open the casket now?
I want to open the
I'm gonna-
casket.
I'm gonna aim at the casket. Just to
Oh,
be
let me open the casket. Let me open the casket.
Alright. You seem to take your hand and you pry off the wooden part. The nails that were keeping it shut start to kind of peel as you pull it up. Slowly open it.
Robot.
Continue.
As you start to open it up,
Dead man walking.
you don't see William's body,
That's horrible.
Jonathan.
but a grand
immediately
hole
looks-
below the casket.
What incarnation?
Jonathan immediately
hell.
looks very, very, very displeased.
Tobias, give me that torch, would you?
He's handing him the torch.
He's only this,
Jonathan-
please.
Jonathan's gonna punch the ground.
Oh my god,
I
he's a
like-
cop.
I want to drop the
Wait,
torch.
wait, Gavin.
Mm-hmm.
So you said the card, right? It gives us our powers.
Yep.
Could this be how Jonathan figures out he's a druid and has wild shape?
Punches ground because he's a Kyle. Figures out he's actually magic Kyle.
Punches ground once, becomes a bird.
Could it be the way so it has a story behind it?
Let the DM do that for us.
Okay.
You'll find out later.
All right.
Alright. What are you going to be doing now, everyone else?
I want to drop the torch into that hole. See how far down it goes.
Alright. You drop the torch. As it falls for quite some time. But then you hear an eerie psss as it singes and
Oh
burns.
no.
There's water, acid.
As you can
looks like
smell
we're not.
the same small bit of sulfur.
Uh-oh.
Well,
I
what
want
do
to
you
try.
suggest, folks?
I want to start running away from the hole.
Maybe we should back away.
You can all run
I
away
think
from
we
the
can-
hole. That's all up to you.
Sprinting.
I'm
I
gonna
wanna take a closer look.
Okay.
All right, make a new character.
madman.
But I'll have my hand on my revolver as I do so. Though.
As you see
I ain't about to get my eyebrows peeled off.
Don't shoot my dad.
the
Don't shoot my dad.
He's already dead.
It's
tar
mean.
begins to start filling up
True.
higher
You
and
know,
higher
Tobias is
as
gonna
it-
run.
as it fills up the coffin now, leaking out into the rest of the.
Beep boo boo bop.
Is it working for everyone
Yeah,
else?
no,
or is-
no, I can hear you.
Yeah, it's just you then. You leave. Get out of here.
Actually, I
Nope,
get it.
Nope. It just went robot.
Well, that
Yep.
time it did.
Ah,
You're the problem.
Folks, maybe we should
Or the real robot.
maybe we should get a run for it. Hey,
Well, I wouldn't want to leave these dead men for anyone else, you know?
yeah, well,
as the tar begins to
it's-
fill up, you can hear from the barn knocking,
Oh no.
loud banging. As you
Is
hear,
the barn wall.
son,
is there anybody else here?
Whoa.
Jonathan.
There's only one other person here, but
Jonathan.
oh no.
As you hear the barn door slam open. Tar leaking from his mouth. Steps out the white-bearded William Fitzgerald. And everyone, I need you to roll initiative.
We are not.
Alright, Robo Master.
Yeah, it's a fight.
Alright, Robo Master.
Hey,
Dirty
can I get
20.
a reaction on that?
Beep beep boop boop.
That was kind of like a surprise, Hunter.
Okay.
It is a surprise, so sadly he is going to get his turn before all of you.
Corey,
Well,
shut up.
He's turn masters all, so it's gonna be William
Uh,
first.
I already
Got
had I already had my guns
Everyone
Well,
unlocked.
that
has
wasn't-
drawn.
20s.
You weren't pointing towards the barn though. You were pointing towards the grave.
Okay.
This is so depressing.
Hey.
Hunter, what'd you get?
I have to fight my father. I'm just gonna be purposely skipping my turn. I hope you know that.
I'll kill him for you.
Don't you dare. Touch
Hey,
my
he
father.
tried to kill me. That's what happens.
And apparently, if you kill the people that he sends after you to spy on you, then he's also gonna kill you.
Yep.
Nah, it's not gonna happen. Your people are gonna
Wait,
die.
I forgot to add Tobias.
Wait, what? How did
You don't get it.
Wait, how did 25 not beat Malcolm?
Because it's a surprise attack.
Oh, I saw the nat 20 and then the 25.
Nat
It's
20, 25 in total.
Oh, I see.
25 in total because it is a surprise, so he goes before.
No, I'm saying Malcolm.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I did that wrong. That
We
part,
swap places.
yeah, that part was just on me.
Yeah.
I tried my best. I'm
Gavin. Alright, guys, everybody at home, Gavin cannot count.
I can't.
Didn't know that?
Oh no, I've known that. Not everybody at home has known that, though.
I can't read.
Yeah, that's right. I forget that we're actually doing a podcast.
Ah, yes. It's okay. It's all being recorded, so now, if any time I need to take this to court, I can.
I did not
Alright,
kill that
I'll
woman.
make-
What are we doing that we're gonna have to be in court for? Actually,
Right.
don't answer
A
that.
lot of things.
Trevor
Being
said
a
I can't
barbarian.
I'd like to
read.
murder him countless
Hey,
times.
hey, don't come after me and my boy like me and my son like that.
Trevor said I can't
My
read.
son,
Taking
he
him
is
to
sick.
court.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
Alright, so
My
William
father, he is sick.
is going to pull out of his inky coat that's still filled with tar, pull out his 2 revolvers. He's gonna go,
Really gonna
John.
Indiana Jones this one?
Jonathan, why'd you leave me in there? And is gonna start firing
At me?
at you and let's see who else there is. You guys, let me roll a d5,
I'm
6.
being honest, I think he'd shoot at me.
Well, yeah, actually,
Because me
Yeah.
and him have history.
yeah, you guys have history. Everyone else is kind of strangers, so it's just gonna be Levi and Jonathan.
What, Robot Man?
Beep boop boop bop, beep boop bop.
Boop, 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 boop.
I don't think leaving and rejoining helps at all.
I don't think
It might
is.
make
not
it work.
really
it just kind of happens.
Hang on. Let me
Usually
go-
after you stop talking, like for a second, whenever it happens, it stops.
You want to go ahead and change server region?
How about this, boys? Does this work?
There you go.
Yeah.
Ah, that makes much.
Wait, now we're all quiet.
That is much better. Does a 17 hit?
Hit who?
Both.
Oh, 17 hits, yeah.
Levi?
That misses.
Okay. So it is just going to be Jonathan, you take 8 points of damage.
You hate to see it.
Okay, alright. So, William is just going to look at you and say, "Why did you leave me in there?" and fire off a shot. One of them kind of brings his skeleton arm back, kind of giving it some pushback and like recoil that he can't handle. But the other one is just going to go straight into your shoulder, Jonathan. Alright,
Jonathan's gonna. Oh,
No, you can say.
Jonathan's gonna look at his father and say, "I was just trying to let you be in peace, Dad."
Up next, it is Levi's turn.
How far away is he?
From you and him, 60 feet.
60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I could use my magic initiate stuff, right?
Yep, you guys have spells now.
Alright, I'm gonna move up 30 feet for one action. I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast.
Whoa.
So let's see. Does a natural 20 hit?
Now with nat 20, that means you can double damage, and I'm pretty sure a skeleton gunslinger doesn't have that much armor class, so yes, we'll just say it hits. Now with nat 20, people at home, this means that you can double your damage, meaning that if you ever get a nat 20, or if you ever clash with the armor class of the enemy, meaning in our terms that is where you can double your damage.
So that's 14 damage for Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action and use my other feet and shoot at him with my revolver.
Alright.
Do I add anything to the roll?
Are you just gonna try to shoot with him with your revolver? Oh, we lost.
Anything? I can't hear you.
Sorry, my server just crashed real quick. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. So
Okay,
what
my
you said?
server just crashed. I apologize for at home, but just if you're gonna shoot at him, roll to see if you hit.
No, just a flat roll.
Yeah, flat roll.
17.
17 clashes.
Okay, so that'll be 2d8 times 2. So that's 28.
Okay, 28 points of damage.
Yep.
Alright. As you point at him with your revolver, you also realize that you notice your tattoo of your card is glowing. You decide to give it a spin now that you have this unworldly power. As soon as you put your hand out, your eyes roll back as you see the faceless card dealer look at you and say, "Finally, let's play a game." As you go back, you see glowing fire of green just goes in between your hands as you push it forward, sending this echoey blast, almost like a scream, into William's chest. You see the tar begins to it pushes itself off him just for a second as it kind of brings him back. But he comes back to his senses, and before he even tries to fire at you again, you pull out your revolver and you fire into his skeleton shoulder, cracking it just a little. He He goes, Jonathan.
Jonathan ain't gonna save you now.
Alright. And up next, it's Malcolm's turn.
Alright. I'm gonna dash up to him,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use my 2 shotguns
Okay.
to shoot him.
Doesn't dash take 2 actions?
Yeah, I think it does.
Well then I'm gonna walk
It would
to
take
him.
his 2 actions, but if he still wants to fire, then I'll allow him.
Okay.
It would just be 1 shotgun, though.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 sadly does not hit.
Does a 16 hit?
16 does not hit either. I'm sorry.
Well then, that's it.
Okay. Sadly, as Malcolm, you go to run up and kind of fire at him, noticing that you're very new to what this shotgun is and everything, and kind of realizing the fact that it reminds you of a very weird woman, you go, ugh, and go to drop the shotgun, but it kind of fires into the ground. Up next,
Yeah?
it is Elton's turn.
Ooh. I'm gonna say my favorite 5 words. I would like to rage.
Alright.
Now, Elton is a special barbarian boy.
Wow.
Does this happen as soon as I rage, or do I control this?
What exactly are you going for?
I have the beast one.
So what does it do? Like, transform you almost?
Turned me into a monster.
When you rage. So it's as soon as you rage.
So it's as soon as I rage this happened?
Yes.
Yeah, but it would... Yeah, here, I'll explain it. As you
Because I've never used this sub thing for barbarian.
filled with anger and deceit, you go to charge up as you're just trying to channel something, like with this anger inside you, you realize that your card is beginning to glow that's on your hand, or wrist almost.
Oh no.
As it begins to glow, it almost covers you actually. The glowing just, this green just flows through you as your eyes roll back again. You see the card dealer, but you also see the shadowy figure of Levi sitting at the table with you. As he looks and he goes, "You're quite a special one, aren't you?"
Am I?
Now let's see how angry you can get.
Oh boy.
As you roll back into your head, you look as this green is overflowing you, as your arms begin to kind of stretch out, as your fingers become more claws. Almost. Eyes glowing with this fiery green. You huff and puff, almost growling at him like... What would you like to do now?
I would like to attack with my tail. That does the most damage.
Oh, so furry.
No!
You'd attack range.
You would have to be in attack range.
Am I within 10 feet?
Right now, he's 60 feet away from you.
Ooh, okay. Shoot. Well, I'd like to dash over there.
Alright. You can dash over to him.
So,
But that would
cool,
be
now I'll...
Yeah, that would be the end of your turn almost.
It would. Bonus action rage.
Oh no!
Sadly, you cannot do anything else.
Wait.
Yep.
I'm trying to decide. I have other things though. Can I take back my dash?
If you just want to walk up to him just for the half of it, that would be fine. You would have one more action.
Okay, cool.
He'd be 30 feet
So
away.
if I walk up to him, how close am I then?
30
30
feet away from, so you'd have 30 more feet to go.
Even if I'm in my beast form, can I use weapons?
I
Nope.
don't see anything against it.
What?
I
It
would
depends on-
like-
it depends on what weapon.
Javelin?
That seems fine.
Okay, let's
If it's
see.
if it's a firearm, then no.
Right, yeah, big hands, can't do that. Ah. Was a 19 hit.
19 definitely hits. So
Cool.
double your damage because of, your rage.
It was 1d6. Oh, I finally get to use my new die.
Wow. A very gracious.
Damage?
How much damage?
20?
20 damage?
Yeah.
As you are in this beastal form. Wait. How far does the javelin reach?
30 feet.
Yeah, it'll hit. You just kind of begin to run up towards him. Before you even get halfway, you take out this javelin and just spear it straight into him, knocking it straight into his leg, piercing through both the skin and the bone, because it's very fragile, but it goes through him and he goes, "Oh, Jonathan." But he is still up and running.
Ah, gosh darn. Stronger than I thought.
Up next, Tobias' turn.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Tobias.
So how far away are they?
So far, Elton is 30 feet away from him. No one else has moved, but William is 60 feet.
No one's within 5 feet of it?
Of him? No.
Of the... okay.
What were you gonna do?
I'm gonna blow him up.
I guess I'll shoot him with my revolver.
Is that all you can do, basically, or is it...
That's... yeah.
Aw, that's sad.
Okay, 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits. Nat 20 or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
17 damage.
Okay. See, he has a javelin stuck in him. He's kind of pinned at the moment right now, but he looks over straight at you. And he goes to pull out his revolver with his broken hand, pointing it straight at you, Tobias. You just immediately just fire a round straight into what would be the left of his eye, and it just shatters with the bone, and a little bit of the eye socket comes out.
Ew.
Looks straight at you and still goes, "Jonathan, what happened?" Up next, well, do you want to? Is there anything else you can do, or is there?
Nope.
Okay. Did I ever tell you guys that you can fan?
No.
You could what?
You can fan your
No,
weapon.
but
Basically, what it does is it loses like strategy if it's farther away. So it'd have to be half. It would if it's like the weapon is maybe if it fires 60 feet. If you're gonna fan, they would have to be in 30 feet of you. But if there's multiple targets, or if you just want to do it into one, you can fan your weapon, releasing all of your bullets
Neat.
into him, creating more damage, but later it would take your entire action to just reload.
Reload.
Yes.
I know you told me about it with my new weapon.
But sadly, in your beastal form, you cannot fire weapons.
That's okay. That just means I can't rage all the time. I see what you're doing.
See? Smart DM. Smart big pants.
It's on you. I haven't used a gun once yet.
Big brain.
And used to use a gun.
Gives you fancy gun, doesn't use it the entire campaign. Okay.
I might give it to Levi.
I don't think I could carry it.
Yeah, that's
Give
true. It's a
it
big
to give it
man
to
gun.
Malcolm, dude. Malcolm's a
Malcolm?
gunslinger.
It's not a huge
But it's
gun.
like a big. It's like a hand cannon.
Big for
That,
Elton.
hey, the character that he based Malcolm off of uses a hand cannon.
He uses a big hand cannon. It's like a double
Yeah.
barrel, but it like.
But it's big for Elton. If it's big for Elton, and Elton's
No.
6'9",
I mean, no. I said it's big for normal people, but it is very slim for him. It's like holding a revolver for him.
Excuse me.
That's not what you said.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
It's not.
I don't think you understand scale.
Let's just continue.
Okay, never mind. We'll figure this out later.
Yeah.
Is anything else you want to do, Tobias, or is that it?
That's all I can do.
All right, Jonathan.
Oh boy,
It is your turn.
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
So, Jonathan, out of a rage, just realizing what his father's become, he would like to use Wild Shape.
All right. As
Just-
you're filled
Do I
with so
choose?
much emotion, hang on. Filled with
Do I
so
choose?
much emotion, you are just kind of feeling all this emotion on you. You're just trying to not tear up, but you see as your card begins to glow. As your eyes also roll back. As you see yourself at the table with the card dealer. Now with also Levi and Elton beside you. He looks and he goes, have you ever wanted to escape your body? Find a new way of life? Reshape yourself?
As of lately? Yes. He begins to tear up.
What would you like to become in life?
Here is where I am confused.
Uh-huh.
What should I become? I'll let you choose, actually, Mr. DM man.
You can only choose something within like so and so combat rating, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna turn you into a Pomeranian.
No,
You're a
what's
little
the
bunny rabbit.
no? What's the fucking what's the character sheet for gorilla?
You can't be a gorilla.
Can't be a gorilla. It has
There
to
aren't
be
gorillas in the West.
based on
I mean,
Not
whatever.
level 4.
Dang it!
I'm sorry. Did you want to become a T-Rex in in Nevada?
No, I don't want to be a T-Rex in
He looks and he
Nevada.
goes,
That sounds like some Fallout New Vegas type stuff.
it's
Wanna be a
dino
death
head."
Holy shit! Is that how mother?
He looks
Fallout
and
Is
he
that a
goes,
New
Fallout New
Vegas
Vegas reference?
have you ever wanted to soar high above everyone else, looking down to see what your life could be?
Sir?
Well, now's your chance as you wake up, as this green starts to flow throughout you as you shape into a hawk.
Oh. I am a hawk. Can you give me the details on a hawk in D&D?
Because
Bird.
Call.
Huh.
Call.
Oh,
Hawk.
come, motherfucker.
Hog.
Bird.
Hands off my cock.
Oh my god, there's actually like a hawk like character sheet. That's sick.
Yep, pull it up.
So,
What
I'm
flavor
gonna
hawk?
dude, he's so bad.
Is the name of your hawk Toady?
No, it's
It
so
better
bad.
be.
It is
He's
bad.
so bad. He's so bad. It's a 1d1 for his only attack.
Except for that's an enemy. You are being transformed, so you can do your unarmed strikes, basically.
Oh, okay. Thank the Lord. Oh wait, my unarmed strike is a 1-2.
Well, I don't know why you want to change. That was
You
all on
gotta-
you.
Do I have to be a hawk? Is there anything else?
Like, you're already a hawk, brother.
Well, your weapons are still there.
Not
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I'm a
Let me
hawk.
just pick up a rifle as a hawk.
You
You
can't,
can't use
not
guns.
firearms, but you can use any melee weapons that you might have had.
I have a scimitar.
Roll for strength check to see if you can pick it up.
Roll for strength. Oh no!
It's the hawk. That's
I got a 16. I'm gonna rush to share my screen.
That don't need to share it. It works. You're able to pick up your scimitar. Your
All right, now
father's
let me
old
roll for that
sword.
sweet hit.
Wait, he's a hawk and he's gonna.
As Jonathan looks and says, and begins to pick it up, William looks and says, Jonathan, bird.
Die.
bird.
I hate birds.
Oh no.
Oh,
All right, I'm gonna hit him with a scimitar.
All right, roll to see if you.
I'm gonna roll.
Did you just call that?
I called it a scimitar. Hey, does a 15 hit, brother?
15
Nope.
misses.
you dumb bird.
That's
Wait,
bad
is
for Hunter. He didn't get to attack at
the
all.
bird tried to do like a drive-by with the sword?
Yes.
He basically just
That-
picked it up
wouldn't
by.
that, wouldn't that give him technically a opportunity attack?
You know what?
I'm-
Go right ahead.
No. William.
Right now, he's bothered because he has basically a harpoon in his kneecap. So attack again if you want.
Can
I
I
can attack
attack?
again?
I put that harpoon
I can
there.
attack again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna roll for my scimitar again.
Wait, why does he get to attack twice?
Because first of all, he's like swinging by. He basically flew by to attack. So he's flying again.
Oh, okay.
Also, he's distracted. and
Hey,
I
does
do
an
that.
18 hit?
18 definitely hits.
All right. I can't wait to roll my 1d6 plus 4.
Not bad. It's not
Can't
bad.
wait to.
It's better
Can't
than,
wait for it.
It's better than 1 damage.
Hey,
so,
so I got a 8. Now,
as
wait, it's not over yet.
that would be 2
I
attacks.
want-
One attack.
Can I use my bonus actions as a druid for this one?
I
What would you
think
like
your
to do?
bonus action was to turn into a bird.
Can I see? No, wait, was it? Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
it was.
okay.
It was your bonus action to turn, and then it was your action to attack, and then your and then another action to attack.
All right, I got you.
You're out.
I'm just making sure to follow the
Yeah.
rules.
I'm gonna. I end my turn.
All right. As Jonathan, as everyone else is kind of looking around, you notice that Levi just fired what would basically be considered like a big bolt of like plasma into William. Elton just turned into what would be considered a werewolf,
Woo.
and so now Jonathan, you're kind of expecting something else. Like you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be oh bird. As he tears up, he begins to cry, but he morphs himself into what seems to be a falcon or like a hawk.
Falcon.
Sorry, not. And then
Okay, punch.
falcon, which would have done 1 damage.
Really would have.
Hands off my.
Hands up, my god! As you take your father's scimitar and swing by him, it misses, but as he goes to turn his head, you immediately stab it straight into his neck, lodging it so it's stuck now, but it's in there. As he looks at this hawk and says, Damn. John.
Good.
Alright. Up next, it is William's turn as he's going to drop one of his guns from his broken arm. As it starts to stitch itself back together, he takes his other and he begins to fan. As he's firing at everyone in a 30 feet range, which it's only going to hurt Elton,
How is
basically.
he fanning with one hand?
No, he has he said it fixed one of his arms, and now he's going to fan again.
Oh
Okay.
boy, time for me to take some damage.
He's not fanning with one arm, which is impossible.
No, it's with two. Because there's only one way to fan, and it's because you have to have two fire.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
I understand what you mean. Does a 2 hit?
Oh, damn.
That crits to roll for double damage.
No. Nice try, Bucko. It doesn't hit.
William
dang.
kind of looks at me and
There's
he goes,
blow damage.
I hate bird.
So he manages to...
And he looks at you, Elson. Says, die. And he goes to fan, but then his arm flops as it falls off to the ground. And he goes, die, as he's trying to fire.
Is his arm on the ground just like shooting his revolver as well?
It's just firing into the ground right now. It's stuck in the sand, but he keeps shooting down. So his gun is gone, and it's just stuck in the ground right now.
Good.
So that's
He's gonna do one more thing, which isn't gonna work because he's pinned. He's gonna try to bite. Which does nothing, basically. He's just gonna kind of look at you, Elton, and just try to go like the entire time.
I'd like to come back in return.
Why? Levi, it's your turn.
so is he still 30 feet away?
Yeah, but right now he's not gonna even do anything, so you might as well walk up to him.
How bad is he looking?
First of all, he's got a javelin in his knees, his arm just fell off, and he's got a sword lodged in his throat. One of his eyes is gone, and he's got a shot through the skull.
Alright,
Tell
so
me.
I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna try to hit him with my rapier. Okay.
He's already prone. You don't need a roll.
Prone?
Yeah.
Oh, let me roll with advantage. Is a 22 hit.
No, it does. Yes, of course.
Alright. That does 6 damage. Okay.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna action surge.
You having a seizure? What's up?
I couldn't speak. I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
Stroke.
So does a 18 hit.
And 18 definitely hits. Yes.
Alright, so that's gonna do 7 damage. And then bonus action, yeah. I still have my bonus action. I'm gonna shoot him again.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna stop you at the swords, cause you immediately just pull out your cane sword. Out. What was left of William is just trying to bite at you. You just begin slashing into him. Cut after cut, it rips more flesh and bone. As his rib cage is no longer there anymore. As he looks off at Jonathan and goes, "Why? Why? Why?" And he falls. That ends combat.
Alright, I'm definitely taking those revolvers.
Alright.
Jonathan's gonna shift out of his little form and kind
As
of
you
just.
are all trying to do your things, all of your eyes roll back as you're back at the table. Back at the same card dealing table. the shadowy figure stands up. Dead men can't tell no tale, can they? But
He's
when they
asking what?
rise, when they all rise, they will tell their tales. As the shadowy figure walks off, the card dealer looks at you all and says, "You all played your hands, but time for the consequences." Let me roll.
Oh no. Everyone dies. Make a new character.
Levi,
Yep.
you attacked first.
Huh?
You attacked first,
Yep.
meaning your punishment, you go blind for the next day.
Worry blinded what eye?
You lost your power to your wits. Now see if you can fire without sight.
Funny one.
Jonathan,
What's up?
you used the shape of bird, correct?
Indeed.
You've already lost a lot. So for now, I believe your father takes your debt.
Wow.
I'm not rolling, man. I'm just... But
I'm just.
I'm taking your card, at least. As he places his hand on your arm. Your tattoo is not there. For the time being, at least. Elton,
Yes, sir.
sadly, your cards did not deal well tonight. Normally, this would take a life. But I already took one for you.
Whose life did you take?
That is all up to you to find out.
Oh.
For now, your soul is safe. But the other soul is damned. She was good out of all of us, wasn't she?
Please no.
Well, folks,
Oh my
your
god.
cards have been dealt. As you
Can I
snap
talk
back
to the
into
dealer?
distance. Do what now?
Can I talk to the dealer right quick?
You can.
So, why didn't they get punished when they did the same thing? I think this is a little unfair, to be honest.
You going against the dealer, boy?
Well, I think if somebody does something wrong, which I have in the past, I've been punished for what I've done wrong. They did wrong tonight. You're not gonna punish them. I can't even see out of one of my eyes. Why do you take my vision from my other one?
You want to make a trade?
And what would that be?
A little gamble, right here, right now.
Well, depends on what the trade is.
A simple card game. We play, you get your eyes back, not just one.
You saying that I'll get my eye back?
You'll get both your eyes back, and even more, son. It's just gonna take...
I want more than two, to be honest.
What else would you want?
I just want my vision back. I don't even want the other eye back. I just want my vision back.
Well, you can either have
Take
both your
my-
eyes. Here's a simple offer. You can either... Two options. Both your eyes back, or
What's the
you can
option?
keep the blindness, but take two things back. Same eyes, except for the one you've lost. Sadly, you will be blind, but you'll save a soul that I've just damned.
Whose soul's that? I'd like to know before.
Alright. He starts flipping cards over. One after another, it shows both all of your faces. One of Levi, one of Elton, one of Tobias, one of Malcolm, one of Jonathan. A ripped card of William. A ripping card of Mr. Wells. And a broken card of Marion Dwight, Elton's mother. I've already taken one of them. You can have that one back. He slides over the broken card. But you will be blind for a day.
Well, I'm doing good work out here. I actually do need my vision.
That's true, but you will also be saving a woman from eternal damnation. Either take the blindness, save the soul, or keep both your eyes and damn one.
I get to pick who to damn, or is it just the lady?
Just the lady. The lady's gonna be the one damned, cause soul for a soul. Elton was gonna die, so I took the first of heir, his mother.
If I took if it was Wells, I'd take you up on that offer. Honestly,
Sadly, it has to be
Not-
blood
not-
related.
well, let's see.
It's a hard offer.
Is Elton still at the table?
Elton so far is not at the table. Everyone else has been whooshed back to, no one's awake yet, but you guys have been brought back, so no one can hear this conversation.
I don't want to say it out loud. I'm gonna DM you my choice, just because. For a little bit of the flair dramatic.
Dramatic effect. I like
Spoiler, he's gonna save the mother.
it. Spoiler, he might damn the mother. That's all.
Damn my mom. He's gonna damn my mom.
Hey,
Hey,
Just know if Elton finds out, Elton will be a very angry man.
now, Gavin, I don't want you to tell them unless you absolutely have to.
he looks at you and says, "You really want to do this? Are
Well-
you sure about it?"
I think it's good.
Well, alright then. He takes all of the cards back, puts them back in a deck, and says, "Until next time,
What the?
Yeah.
when I
Sorry
see
about
you
that.
again." As you snap all back to existence, you all wake up. It's morning, as you're not on the dusty grounds of the farm, but in the nice cozy beds of the Fitzgerald farm.
As soon as Elton wakes up, he is drinking that whiskey he was given from the Fine.
Alright.
Jonathan's still gonna be a bit upset.
Is everybody in the same room?
Everyone
Save
is
a little
in
for
the
me,
same
big guy.
Yeah, but
I
is
say
everybody?
to Elton.
Some are upstairs, some are not. Tobias and Malcolm seem to be upstairs with Jonathan,
Well-
Elton, and you and Elton and
Never
Levi
mind.
are downstairs in the other room.
Can I just check something real quick?
You can.
I want to just feel a little bit on the eye patch just to make sure, like it's gone.
The eye patch?
Yeah.
You go to touch your eye. It's never felt empty and more disgusting than ever. You still have a lost eye. Your other one's still working fine, but right now you can't see anything.
Is
Thanks
Elton?
for my mom.
Would I know if Elton's in the same room as me?
You can feel Elton beside you right now.
Elton, I need to talk.
Levi? Alright.
You're up there with that card man, right?
I was.
Well, he
I am
made me a
drinking.
deal. He made me a deal. After he said that I'd be blind for today. He said that
Yeah.
I could get both my eyes back. But your mother, she'd be damned.
Go on.
You owe me for this. I cannot see right now. Your mother's safe. You owe me.
Elton puts away the bottle and he's like, oh, holy shoot, are you... Levi, are you okay?
I cannot see you, so I don't know.
I guess I can help you. It's the least I could do right now.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's...
She-
wow.
He showed me 3 cards. He showed me Wells, showed me a torn up picture of William over there,
Mhm.
and he showed me your mother.
I know that you didn't have to do that, but I appreciate that you did.
Well,
It means a lot to me right now.
I wouldn't want to damn a lady I haven't even met before.
Here's this. If we make it out of this alive, I'll take you to go see her.
Well, I've got a wife already.
I'm not saying for you to meet her and marry her. I'm just saying to meet her.
Just a little simple conversation is all.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is now
But you can meet the woman you saved.
Yeah, she won't believe it, though.
Won't have to.
And so,
Oh no.
everyone wakes up to go and get back on their horses. As you're going to now continue to travel to Wolf's Hollow, understanding that there's a little bit more to what's going on, understanding a little bit more of the history, and finding out its consequences against the dead. And until next time, we have to continue this after.
Next time on Dragon Ball Super.
I'd like to thank you for joining us today on today's Fool's Gold Episode 3 podcast. We'd like to give ourselves a little break after a while so that we can post more episodes and maybe improve our features onto this channel. We hope that you can subscribe and understand and like our notifications. Alright. And until next time, in Fool's Gold, Episode 4.